Do you have a pile of scraps, extra little bits of lace, pieces of ephemera that you haven't used, and extra book pages and don't know what to do with it? Well, then this is the video for you today. We are going to be making some simple and beautiful cards that you can give to people with their presents. You can also use them as tucks in journals, but I just wanted to have some ready to go. I have sent out a little bit of happy mail recently and I didn't have cards. And so by accident, I kind of created this with what was on my desk. The other thing we're going to make are also some journaling cards, right? And this is a pocket for my grateful journal that I will be doing in November. And this will glue straight onto the page like this. And I can write what I'm grateful for in the tag. So this is a belly band. So let's get started. So what you want to do is get your book pages together. And what I've got here is an old book where some of the pages are still glued together. So I am pulling them off in twos or in pairs because we are going to use them that way. And this is a perfect mass make project, and that is what I am going to do here. So now that we've got all of our pages separated by pairs, we are going to glue them together. So I am trying to go all around the edges and then also throughout the middle to make sure the glue is everywhere. I do have a scrap piece of paper in the background so I don't get too much glue onto my work surface. So we'll press those down together and then move on to the next step. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our book pages and cut them approximately in half because we're trying to make smaller cards or also journal cards that don't need to be a full-size page. So I'm just putting them in my paper trimmer in here and I'm going to cut them all in half. So now I've got them all cut in half and I folded them in half and I've just lined them up on here. And what I am doing is I am painting on some gesso. Now I'm just using a Dollar Tree brush, so just use anything that you have in your stash. And if you don't have gesso, you can make your own, and there's tons of videos on YouTube that will tell you how to go ahead and do that. Now I am going to be applying gesso a little bit thin, and on some, I'm going to make it really opaque where really I take out all of the words where you can't see them. But for some of them, I do want some of the words shining through. So I am going to do both methods. And I am going to apply this gesso to the inside and the outside of all of the pages. Now that we've got them all painted, we are going to set them out to dry completely, or you can use a hair dryer or another heat tool if you're in a hurry. For the first one we're going to do together, you can see I did an additional step, which is adding a little bit of yellow metallic acrylic paint to the front. This I got from the Dollar Tree, and so once the gesso had dried, I went ahead and put that paint on there. You can see it has just a little bit of sheen, not a ton of sheen, but I do love the effect. And for this one, I decided that I would use a stencil, right, and just a fine tip marker to draw the flower on the front. And I did use that yellow because I am wanting to enhance or make some things for a fall journal that I've got coming up, as well as the sunflower journal that I am making. And so now you can see I'm just taking that fine tip marker and going in all the spaces on the stencil. I've got all the stencil drawn in with that fine tip marker, and now I am just looking for a little bit of lace. This is my little scraps of lace, little pocket pouch that I have here, and I'm just trying a few different ones out and seeing which one I like. Now I decided that while that was so pretty, I thought that it was a little bit too big and might overpower the sunflowers that I drew. So I am going with the thin piece of lace. I'm just laying down a bead of hot glue down there, and I'm going to lay the lace right on inside of it. And then I'm going to use my spatula to put that in place. So now all we've got to do is just trim off the little bit of excess lace on both sides, and we've got that step complete. And so now all I'm doing is taking a little bit of ink and going around all the edges just to help define them and add a bit of dimension. And then I thought I would dress up the centers of the little sunflowers with some little vintage buttons that I have. I love that they have like a little bit of metal on the inside, and I wanted to just feature that, so I did not put any additional thread or string through it. And so now what I want to do is add a sweet little sentiment to this card, and I settled on the word hopes. I thought that was such a beautiful word, and I'm just trying it out in different places to see where I want to put it, and I decide to put it at the top there to kind of fill in that blank space. So I'm just going ahead and taking my glue and attaching it right in place. So there you have it. That is our first one complete. And stick with me, we're going to do another one together. Now this time we're going to work on a journal card, and I'm just using some scraps of paper and some ephemera. So the first thing I'm doing is taking a bit of that beige paper. This is a leftover from what I backed the item with, and I'm just applying it down the side like a stripe or like you would with a piece of ribbon, and I am cutting off the excess. The next thing I want to do is take a piece of this pattern scrap paper to make a perpendicular line going across the bottom. And I was trying to figure out if I wanted the blue and yellow or if I wanted that peachy color and yellow, and I decided on the peachy part. So I've cut that to size, and now I'm just going to go over the edges of that with ink to make it stand out a bit and glue it in place. And now that I've got that put down in place, I'm just wiping up any excess glue, and I'm taking my little piece of ephemera that I'm going to add, and I'm going around the edges with a little bit of espresso ink, and that is just to give it a little more definition to pop out from the background. This is a totally optional step. And now you can see that I am trying to line that up with the stem down below, so it will look like the flower or the plant is growing straight on out of that trim and onto the page. And I'm just adding a bit of art glitter glue to the back of that, and I'm going to place that on in place. And so now I've got a little sentiment cut out, and I've chosen this little definition, and it says gratitude. And I'm realizing, you know what, it needs a little something to help set it out. So I've grabbed another piece of one of my bits of lace, and I'm just trying it out against that, and I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it to size and glue it in place. And I just want you to see that I am gluing this. It is rice paper, so I am using the art glitter glue, but if you put it on there without smoothing it out on the back, you're going to see the lines of glue through it. So I did use my finger to go ahead and spread that glue on and put that right on into place. And I decided, you know what, it would look nice if the edges or the little corners had a little angle to them. So I'm using my little angle puncher that I have. If you don't have that, you can totally just use your scissors. And you can see right here that I missed a spot, and I want to put a little bit of extra glue down there to hold that lace in place. And then I'm going to finish going around the edges with this moss green distress ink. I love that color. Oh, I love it. I am sharing this as part of hashtag Crash Your Stash, since I'm using everything that was in my stash. That's an open collab that you can jump into anytime you are using your stash. Just use that hashtag and tag Dale of Not Too Shabby Chic and me in the video so we can find you and other people can find you too. And I am also doing this as part of Satmorn Makes, an open collaboration hosted by the amazing Jillian Norwood. I'll put a link to those wonderful people's channels in the description below. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope you have an amazing Saturday. Bye-bye.